Hello fam. So today I want to make a video about an idea that I had for a project. And this idea was like create like a video game of cards, of tour of cards like Pokemon TGC. More than the UI and the basic features, I want to add opponent AI. So with this AI don't gonna do like API calls. I want to like create my own model and then run this model in my own backend. Yeah, like a in-home AI model running each time I call this. For this I think I gonna, well, for the backend I gonna use NestJS, and I was doing a researching about how I could achieve this. So and I gonna use TensorFlow.js, that is a framework that allow use training AI models. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna do in this video for this little project. Okay, now I gonna explain how this car video game works and all the features that I implemented to implement the AI mod. Well, the AI is a basic AI, so in the homepage I just added here a button to start the game. Then I added a battle tutorial to have a record of all the battles that the user had. And when we start the games, we go to the next page and we can see here the message that is what player starts. In this case, the player start, that is me. The player 1, that is me, gonna start the game. For example, if I use this dragon, yeah, then the PC in this case use the gator, because this gator is type water, so my dragon start fire. So this this gonna be strongest against my dragon. So this is good for the AI mod. And currently I only have one attack. I have even more attacks, but if I click attack, this just basically execute attack and display here the damage that the monster had. And as you can see, when I attack, then the PC auto attacks. I had to implement other models that select the better attack against this. For example, in this case, the PC should use attack type water, but yeah, I have to implement this yet. And well, after that, I'm gonna go more into the code, because it's like the more important thing I wanna explain here. Well, I use a React for the front end, so, and with Tailwind for the style. So yeah, it's kinda basic UI, and not much to explain here. Just here where this part. Other thing I use is assistant. Yeah, assistant state to store all the data related with the battle. In this case, is the player data, and use the system because yeah, it's easy to implement. And yeah, I think for this project is enough. I wouldn't need that more advanced tools like Redux or things like that. Other thing, Other thing is I used webhooks. I used webhooks to communicate with the backend. So yeah, as you can see here, I connect the socket and then emit a start battle event. So then here in the backend, uh, it's gonna get all the monster for the player, and then based on that, the machine is then based on that it's gonna start active battle session. And after that, it's gonna emit a battle started event. That's gonna return all the participants' data and the first turn. In this case, for the first turn, I use a matcktop random, so this is random. Sometimes gonna start the human player and sometimes the PC player. After that, we have here the logic that activate the PC monster. That is the most important feature that we have right now, because as you can see here, this method that is predicts best monsters. This method use a AI model to predict the monsters. So this receives the player monsters and the AI monsters. The AI monsters that the PC have available, because we don't want to pass all the monsters, because this code return a monster that is already eliminated, so we don't want the return this. So for this I used this type number that is like far is equal to 0, right is equal to 1, and all of that. So after that, we're gonna transform the player monsters to a number, because our AI model only receive numbers. This don't receive text or other input. We always have to transform these to numbers to pass this to AI model. And then we have to normally say this and divide by the length, and then we can or AI monster, we can create a new array of 5 members, and after that we're gonna set with the number 1 only the monster that are available. So if the monster is available, like it is gonna be 1, but if the monster is eliminated, it's gonna be 0. We have to do this in this way because our model always have to receive like the same length of the parameters. So we always have to send like 5 inputs. We can send like in one execution like 1 input, and another 3, and another 5. This don't work in this way. We always have to send like the 5 inputs, otherwise it's gonna return an error. So Yeah, after we have this transformer to numbers, we use the TensorFlow.js library to transform this to a 2D tensor 2D. And finally, when we have the input, we pass this to the model to predict the better solution for this. To to predict the better monsters to select. Then we can get this gonna return the index, the index of the monster. So we have this number to type. So this gonna use this to select. For example, if the model return true, this gonna be equal to water. So we know we have to select a monster type water. Um, and after that, what is this? Oh yeah. And after that, in the AI monster that we pass, that we previous pass in the previous step, we're gonna find the monster that have this type. After that, we're gonna use these methods like to remove the tensor so we can free memory, and we're gonna finally return the best monsters if we don't have errors. Otherwise, we're gonna return the error that we have, and we can debug this. Yeah, and this is like the most important feature. Yeah, other things as you can see, we can here we have this logic that is when the model init, we're gonna load the model that is here. Yeah, the model basically only have like the file that is this opponent.json that is like the model that have all the metadata related with the file that have all the metadata related with the model. And this waste bin that we can open it for this like the waste bin is very important because this is like all the parameters that the model already learned. So yeah, always be sure that you have these two files, the opponent.json and the waste.bins. You maybe you have a question that is where I can get this model. Where to do this, you have to create like a script. In this case, I have here my script like train.js, and and in this script, first I have this script split into parts. That is first have a function that is generates train data, and that do generate like random data like how I can say they generate like different inputs for the AI and their responses. So for example, it's like I can say this to like always I always the player have a type grass. The PC have to activate a monster of type fire because fire is strong against grass. Or either other logic that is another thing is like if the PC don't have the strongest monster available, at least have to return a monster that isn't weak against the other monster. For example, if the other have, for example, if the player have a monster type fire, fire, and the PC should return a monster type water, but if the PC don't have a monster type water, don't have to return a monster type grass, because grass is weak against fire. So yeah, we have to return something like ground, for example. Ground is not weak against fire. Yeah, and after we generate this train data, we can then use here we initialize our model, our train model, and after that you will use the previous methods fit. So we pass all the input samples that we previously generated. In this case, I generate like 3,000 samples, 3,000 inputs for the to train the model. Inputs and labels, and yeah, and after that it's gonna train the model, and then this gonna return by the train complete, and here this gonna say the accuracy. The accuracy is like how good is the model. In this case, when the model is more close to 1, it's gonna be better. Yeah. So always try to get the model, the number of the occurrence more close to 1. And finally, this gonna save the model in this folder called AI model. And well, this gonna return the model.json and the waste.bin. Yeah, let's format this and the waste.bin, and then you just can get these two files and copy this to your backend. So then you have your model and use this whenever you want. Yeah, so this was like all the main logic that I have now. I know I have to implement more model, like a model that attacks, and maybe another model that gets like the data and train this. Yeah, train this. But we're gonna do in the next episodes. Or maybe we start a new project. I don't know. Well, see you in the next video.